Hey guys. So, okay, so now been updated. Vasily Lomachenko seems to opt to stay at home to fight in the Ukrainian war against Russia. That absolutely gobsmacked me because I thought that he'd be coming back and Usyk would more or less pick to stay. But admirable. Either way, I'm cool with whatever decision those boxers make. But this question was posed. Shouts out to Ring IQ. It was just on his live, and he had this to say, and he asked me this. Stand by.
That's the thing. I mean, like, I don't really know. I mean, the bottom line is like you should. I mean, him being like, we could honestly could we call him like world level, elite level now? Could we say that about Devin?
I mean, I look at his resume and I see a world level resume. He beat a former champion in Linares. You know, he did. He beat a former champion at super featherweight in Jojo Diaz. He beat a world ranked contender in Zaire Abdullayev. So I say, yeah, he's world level. He don't have world level power though. He got world level boxing.
You must realize that his ass hasn't hit the canvas and Lomachenko's has.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
They have in common, Linares. Yeah. So, yeah, he's been wobbled, but he hasn't been put down. So give him some credit. I'm not even a massive Devin Haney fan. I'm just calling how it is. Like I think he's a better boxer. I think he's the best technically sound boxer in 35, in my opinion.
I'd agree with that.
But he's beatable still. He's still beatable. I think Lomachenko's the best in 35 if I have to put him in the equation. Sometimes I forget about him because he's the older cat, but then I'd say Lomachenko, then I'd put Haney. But you have to give Haney credit that he may have to work a bit harder in Australia, but if he makes it apparent and totally outpoints Kambosos, I think he gets the win, but it will be difficult in the homeland. Yeah, it will.
Separate question. Hold on. Separate question. This is a scary question. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to start with LadyChann and I'm going to go to South London. LadyChann, is this the end of Vasily Lomachenko?
In regards to if he doesn't take this fight here?
Well, this is the situation. You know, this is the biggest fight that he could be having in his professional career at this time. He is prioritizing, home and country. And he's not a young guy, he ain't Devin Haney age, he ain't Teofimo age, he an older cat, like we just talked about. Yeah, he's an older cat. So he ain't even really this generation of fighter.
No.
So if the idea is, well, I'm gonna stay at home throughout the duration of the war, we don't know what the duration of the war is going to be. And he's what, 34?
34? Yeah, just turned 34 in February.
Yeah. Is this the end of Vasily Lomachenko?
Well, then if you put it in that way, yeah. Point blank period. Yeah, it could be the end. But I wouldn't bet that this is the end. I would think that even if the war is going to be a year or two or whatever, I still think that he'll get to a point he'll just get sick of being in it and decide to dip out.
South London.
If he tries to ride out the whole war, then yeah, it's definitely the end of him. But if he has the option, which has been granted, whenever he gets bored or tired of being in the war, I feel that he will remove himself out. But he could still be out because, he's missed the boat. So, yeah, South London.
Dennis said.
So as you can see, we covered a few bases of that. Devin Haney getting this fight, is that a definite... I also had this to say. Stand by. Maybe yesterday that, he looked like he was resigned to the fact that Loma was getting the fight, and he was like, but, hopefully we still could get it. So developments are 24 hours later that it looks like. I was quite shocked that Loma's staying because I thought that Loma would come back and that Usyk would stay.
It might happen the other way around. But I mean, even with that, I'm like, the thing is morale. The main thing is morale. About, what did they say? About 10 million to 13 million Ukrainians have left the country. They've evacuated. The men have stayed behind. And it's just hard to imagine for the morale and what they're going through, you know, because imagine that, you know, you're from the UK and suddenly the UK is about to be wiped off, bro, because Ryan is playing games and he gonna keep playing games. Davis playing games and he gonna keep playing games. This fight will put you in a power position, but not if you fuck it up.
But I've also seen that that Lou DiBella's thinking about putting Ryan Garcia as the next fight.
Yeah, but you really gotta. It's look. This is how much Lou, you know, and what Lou thinks. Remember, immediately after the Lopez fight, who was he talking about? Was he talking about Loma? No,
he was talking about Devin.
No, he wasn't talking about Devin either. He was talking about Gervonta Davis.
Oh yeah, he was talking Tank. Yeah, when I forgot about
that. And all that shit about Tank is the biggest fight and Tank is this and all that shit was hot air, bro. Tank don't even want the fucking fight, and that's what I said. Like Tank don't want that fight. The fuck is Lou talking about?
I've never even heard Tank being on record talking about even acknowledging George Kambosos' existence.
Listen, with everything that's going on, who Tank fighting? Fucking Rolly. Who did everybody say?
So this looks pretty wild that all of these developments are happening like all in one foul swoop. Devin Haney, will he get the fight? Will he win the fight? Will it be a fair fight in Australia if he was to outpoint Kambosos? Loma staying. Usyk, we don't know. So, yeah, it looks like it's a crazy one, guys. But shouts out to Ring IQ. We had a great debate and we had, you know, I learned some stuff because I wasn't aware of some of these things. I was on my live and these were the news updates. So, as I know, you know. As you know, let me know. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless. Kambosos CHANN. Gyan. Gyan.